Hey there guys, and welcome back to another Factorio Reddit Weekly. I'm Xterminator, and thank you for joining me again. In Reddit Weekly, we look at the top posts here in the Factorio subreddit for the last week. And I usually look at about the first page or so of them, and we do this every week, usually on Mondays. So let's start at the top here. Power pole electric zipline, something I always wanted in real life, brought to life in this game. That sounds potentially very unsafe in real life, but this is again, I think this is part of the Renee transport mod, which is one I spotlighted twice so far, where the mod has inserters that can throw stuff and jumping, launching trains, which I did a spotlight on not too long ago, and this is yet another addition to it. So let's check out this fantastic feature. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I don't know how they managed this, but this is absolutely glorious. I'm curious if this lets you like go over factory buildings. It does let you go over cliffs, so I can only assume it does. Oh my god, and you can go over water. Oh, this is so good. Imagine just having like, dude, what if you set up like a zip line is an escape route from biters? Like, especially across water like this, you go, you kill the biters, or better yet, you kill the biters while zip lining, and then just zip line out of there. That would be so cool. If train ramps weren't your thing, this update also includes settings to enable and disable different parts of the mod, which is pretty cool. You can be hit by trains while ziplining. This wow. So you can't be hit by trains. That would be fantastic. If you can avoid being hit by trains. I need to get this. Man, this is this is so great. I love this. I don't know how they're doing this with the modding API, but it's pretty impressive. Playing with junctions too. Oh, well, speaking of Renee transport and jumping trains, here we go. Yes. So this is the jumping trains thing, and it's pretty freaking awesome. Man, this allows for some insane throughput. Let me tell you, this is absolutely brilliant. Let's do later joke. Oh, they're using a modified version. Interesting. Very cool. This is very neat. I love it. I'm pretty sure that this is not showing 133 megawatts out of 384 megawatts. Yeah, so this is... Oh man, the power production graph is one of the most confusing, as this person says. Yeah. So basically, it's confusing. I know I'm not even sure how to explain it. So okay, so here's a good explanation. The second number doesn't show what you think it shows. The dev should probably just remove that. Oh, well, okay, that's not. So here we go. I read it as maximum power that can be produced, but that definition breaks when accumulators get into discharge mode at night. So it gets kind of confusing with the accumulators. It's not a very self-explanatory graph, I don't think. It's always been confusing. After playing enough, I kind of just understand it in general, but I don't really know how to go about explaining it because it is really confusing. And the devs, this has been brought up before, and the devs didn't want to change it. Maybe it doesn't need changing, but I still think it's kind of confusing. Factorio uranium values are accurate to reality. So 0.7% of the U-235 isotope and natural uranium. Oh, okay. So this is from okay. It's kind of confused me how they like have this overlaid here. 5%. Oh, this is pretty neat actually. Factorio, we have precisely computed the amount of abilities of uranium, or also Factorio, you can put a train locomotive in your pocket. Yes. Like putting train wagons inside my train wagons. That's the spirit. They're flat pack train wagons with easy 187 step assembly instructions. Yes, it's like IKEA. Oh my goodness. Uranium 1 gram per unit. All the materials 1 kilogram unit. Okay. Yeah. On the way to Factorio 1.0 official release rules. Did we go over this last week? Thought we did. I don't know. This is fantastic. I love it. It's way more pollution. Yeah, there's really not enough pollution. Hydeboard does Sam. Absolutely fantastic art. I like everything they make. It's just brilliant. Oh, I did look at this. I think I looked at it on my own. It is why I knew I'd looked at it. Peta approves. Or P-E-T-A. Total. Just throwing this out. I think this is also, this is either Renee Transport or perhaps a modified version of it. I think. Yes. New challenge. Build a 1K fish per minute factory which fills up your lakes with 1K fish every minute. I'm down to try that challenge. Since you can launch space science to get a fish, I suppose you can convert 100.1K science per minute into 1K fish per minute base. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Build a gigabase to do this. Bother. This is not good. Instantly think of Winnie the Pooh. I'm sorry, but you just have to laugh a little at that. What are the chances of running out of fuel right there? Yes. This is very unlucky. By the looks of it, it looks like they're on peaceful mode. But unless they just got a perfect screenshot before they aggroed, but I don't think that's possible. But this is still very unlucky. Oh, man. Some belt stitch patterns for more compact transport. Oh, wow. Damn, there better be blueprints for this. Blueprint book. Here we go. Fantastic. It's really cool. I often use underground belts late game because they take up less inventory space for a given length, but I always assumed they were more expensive than the belt alternative. My assumption was wrong for blue belts. Wait, really? Blue underground belts beat blue belts for iron and break even for lubricant at only 2 gap versus per square. That's why I include both rows 1, 2. Interesting. So this is very cool. The blueprint book is linked here. Should be easy enough to find this post. But very, very nice. A lot of work, I imagine, went into that. Drew the gun turret. Dang, someone drew this? Holy crap, man. I love these. This looks like piercing rounds to me. I love these bullets here. And then, of course, like some wires going in there, it looks like maybe. Wow. Strange name for a gun turret. Drew, yeah. It's so quick on the draw, it already drew before you even saw the biter. Looks cool and seems like an exact 3D model. Yeah, this is really neat. I really like this. Building a huge wall around the base, and this is the most satisfying. I think we're about to see some major carnage here. Oh, yes. Building a massive defensive wall and hitting biters with artillery is so satisfying. And, man, they got... I mean, they're... they're bunkered up. This is like a 1, 2, 3... It's like a 5 thick wall and like 4+ lines of laser turrets, it looks like. So this group is kind of just... I would just artillery. If I were them, I would have artilleried that group right there before they moved in. But let's see some carnage at work here. The amount of power this must take is kind of ridiculous. I can't even imagine the amount of power that something like this takes for all these turrets. Like, oh my goodness. Took me by surprise when they started shooting inwards at 19 seconds. Oh yeah. That's a little frightening. Oh no, it's like they've gone rogue. First blue circuit build is low tech, but it's mine. I mean, that's pretty nice if you ask me. I like it. I really like this, actually. Man, I like this. So, we have green circuits, a build on either side to supply the belt on either side, and then they're bringing in red and blue red circuits. This is really, really nice. I like that they have these dedicated green circuit builds for this. Red circuit is left as an exercise for the reader. Yeah. Pretty, though, symmetry is always welcome. Keep growing the factory and see how you could upgrade it with modules and beacons. Yes. Adding modules and beacons would be pretty awesome. I really do like this build. Good job to them. Final update. 1 million landfill later. I'm done with this base. Can't put science per minute anymore without destroying and rebuilding half of it. Sometimes the factory must not grow. Ho, man. That is like a city block factory if I've ever seen one. They had to landfill all this. Sounds horrifying. Horrific. I like all the solar panels around the edge. This is actually insane how big this base is. Because this is like a huge field of solar. The only reason I even recognize it as solar is because of the map color. You like can't even make out the icons for panels and accumulators because this is so zoomed out. This is insane, dude. I would be really interested to see what their UPS and FPS is. Like, look at the size of these map icons in the nuclear builds. This is insane. I didn't realize how big this was. And they're using belts. Whew. Could be build a bigger base around it or next to it. Yeah. Factory cannot grow. Build a new factory. So there's a save game. Remind me, factory must not grow. What heresy is this? Seriously, that's a pretty satisfying looking base. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Man, that's a crazy base. Cookie Cutter City, its famous temple of the Spidertron and Rockets Festival large aerial view. Oh man. These Spidertrons, that's very unsettling. This looks like they're using the mod, perhaps. Spidertron Extended, maybe? Ooh, man, I really do like they've done with these gardens. You can make, if you want, I don't know why you'd want to if you're playing Factorio, but you can make some very nice garden areas. Like with the shadows and stuff they have in here now, this legitimately looks really pretty. This looks pretty freaking awesome. Dang, man. I could actually just look at this for a while. I made a proper mall you can walk through with a store for each project. Oh, this is really neat. Okay. So, yeah, we got like an inserter store here with some walls. Not quite sure why they place those next to each other. And some pipe. Some ammo here. This looks like a combat area. This looks like a somewhat power area. I'm a little confused by the layout, but of course I don't really understand real mall layouts either. So, this is pretty awesome. I like it. Wait. Hold on. Hold on a cotton picking minute. Look at this. Look at these belts. There's like 6 things on every belt. What on earth is this person doing? I mean, they have it working. That's all that matters. If it works, that's actually really cool. I just noticed that though. Took me a little bit by surprise. Cursed nuclear energy. Oh man, yeah. So you can use nuclear fuel here on regular boilers. Seems a bit ridiculous, but it will burn for a very, very, very long time. Should have used burner inserters. Oh god, no. Burner inserters will power themselves for so long in nuclear fuel. It's crazy. You might not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like. Oh my god, look at those! Look at all those bodies. That reminds me of my gameplay in my Twitch chat. Tries to kill me. This is I like the boxes here. I'm not really sure. Our area game set up for infinite ammo in a death world. You've automated spawn camping. Oh, they're just generating infinite ammo. Oh, that's really smart, actually. That's super cool. Compress blue belt and stack inserters stack. Stack size. Okay, this is neat. I've seen something like this before. So this is which is default stack inserters with no stack size bonus. Then we go up 1 up to 12 here, which is really great. It's cool to see this type of thing. Seen it before and it still amazed me that limiting the stack of size matters. Now what about including more or less inserters? Would a third or fourth push the full button? Yeah, so what this is kind of indicating is on actually, you'll notice the difference here, is on 8. We actually, 8 is the only one of these is a full belt. With a stack size of 12, this actually does not create a full belt. There's actually gaps here due to how the inserters are placing. So 8 is actually the number you want, at least in this particular example. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I did a little exploring. It's an island. Oh dear. Well, the good news is that is a massive island. You like if you look at the size of these spider bases compared to the island, you're gonna be doing you're gonna be on this island for a good while. So yeah, I think you're set for a little while. I would be interested though to know how far away land is. Also, I don't know how they explored out here. I mean, a radar, I guess, but yeah, they'll be there for a while. I'm expecting a response. I can get in the Factorio in a few hours, and I'll post the scene settings. Kind of looks like a guy riding a fat horse in winter. What? Okay, so this is the horse. Is this the guy? Is that what I'm seeing? This looks like... Okay. I mean, I can kind of see it. I can see it. To celebrate 1.0, I made an entire base on a single sushi belt and launched a rocket. Don't you dare. Oh, no. Okay, where does this monstrosity start? I don't know. Where the hell are the smelters? Wait, what? Maybe they just don't show them. This is all one belt, though, guys. This goes around the whole thing to make a rocket. I can't say I've actually seen this before. I've seen main buses with one item, like with a belt for every single item, like every item on the bus. I've seen some crazy sushi belts. I'm not sure I've seen before one sushi belt for every single item in the game needed to launch a rocket. That's actually pretty ridiculous. I really don't think I've seen that. So that has every item requests just what it needs from the other factories. Did you need any sort of master timer anywhere? So circuits keep track of how many items of each type go onto the belt and how many get taken off. This way I can say something like only allow 40 red signets on the belt at any given time and keep the belt from getting flooded by too much of any particular thing. Okay, that makes sense. That's cool. Mining rock. Factorio, another Hydebore comic. Yeah, one rock takes 30 seconds, and the robot's just like, boop, okay, done. This is what happens when there isn't enough robots. Yeah. Oh, man. 80 hours into the game, and I'm tempted to tear all this mess apart and start again. So this is interesting that they've put solar panels in between the turbines. All right. I like how they have like this is their only smelting, and they somehow managed to get to nuclear. That sounds kind of mean. I didn't mean it mean at all because this actually, I say this with a lot of bases, but truly, like absolutely truly, this reminds me very, very, very much of my first Factorio base. Like, I'm having massive nostalgia right now, to be honest. I had a smelting setup very much like this, just like crammed up against the rest of my factory, and just like a few machines scattered here and there. The labs like in the middle of my builds, like power like in the middle of stuff. Like this really does remind me of my first factory. And I had a very hard time getting even to the late game sciences, so I'm actually quite impressed that with this they managed to get to nuclear instead. Well, they're not actually on nuclear, are they? I guess they're just using boilers and well, they researched nuclear to have the turbines, I suppose, is what I'm getting at. But that's I don't know. I like it though. highly suggest making some construction robots using that mess first. It will make removing it and rebuilding a lot easier. Yes, that will help a lot. Stop making science, convert everything into making robots, construction bots, and head out for unspoiled lands. Yeah, maybe finding new land to build on would be good too, huh? Our new yoga teacher. Oh man, yeah, that's seems pretty accurate. Yeah. Spidertron's legs are a little wonky. My best friend left to go to college yesterday. I guess he'll never see our first rocket launch. Oh no, this is really sad. Could always wait and multiplayer launch it from wherever he is. Yeah, that's a good point. Their fault for choosing education over Factorio. I mean, yeah, obviously. This is man, I like how they have Spidertron tank car. This is very cool. That's feel I'm kind of sad. Feel bad for them. Developer technical oriented AMA. Oh, so this is AMA by our seating. I'm certainly not going to read all this because there is a lot. I mean, it's an AMA. Let me see some good ones. Knowing that you guys basically made a custom engine, if you were to start over, would you ever consider using a standard engine such as Unreal, Unity, or Godot? For game logic, no. For rendering, maybe. I don't do rendering stuff, so I can't speak a lot on that topic. Game logic wise, standard engines are so restrictive in what can be done, and leave so much performance sitting there that I wouldn't ever consider using one for something like Factorio. For something more in the realm of games like FTL or Oxygen not included, I could see using an existing engine. Yeah, so that makes sense because the devs just like to optimize so much that the standard engines just kind of leave so much untapped that you can't really access. So this person asks if there's anything left in the game that still nags at him. Our seating says I want to add cross-surface logic for mods to better utilize the fact that the game has multiple surfaces, multiple dimensions in Minecraft terms. Right now, most mods that do anything with surfaces have to do all logic on their end, and it's difficult and error prone. Yeah, I think something like that would be cool. There's so many possibilities. Like space exploration mod, which is a pretty huge mod, very popular, uses multiple surfaces to create different planets and space, but it's still a little bit wonky just because, like our seating said, the way it has to be done now is completely on the mod side and not really supported much in the game engine itself. Improved junction. Also, I mean, he replies to a ton of stuff. Obviously, way too much for me to cover here. But if you are interested, should be easy to find this. Improved junctions. Oh man, dude, this is crazy. Look at all these trains crossing at the same time. They do still have a bunch of signals, but I would imagine this is potentially still more throughput than without jumping trains. To be honest, I can't quite tell. But what I wanted, train bridge underpassage. What I got, jumping trains, not complaining. Yeah, I mean, we couldn't really get bridges or underpasses, so we got jumping trains, which may potentially be better. Actually, it's definitely more difficult to set up. They're very finicky from what I tried, but very tedious to set up. But still fun as heck. Also, it's not in the top the past week, but there was one here I saw just before I started this video. Wanted to look at this one here. School isn't interesting enough, so I made this blueprint in class. I like it. Having graph paper like this is very helpful. I will admit I've drawn out a few factory layouts using this method, minus the color. I like that they've added color. Back in the day, I sat next to a kid in math class who spent the whole time drawing new maps for Doom that he'd go build that night. Ace in math class too. Dang. My friends and I would design StarCraft maps in middle school. This is sorry. They were all crap. So Blizzard stole your mad design ideas. Oh man, Blizzard getting wrecked here. Oh man. If you'll school intense enough, someday you may create a better game. Man, this is Yeah, I used to draw all kind of stuff. Unfortunately, I didn't play Factorio in high school. If I had, I definitely would have probably not done very well because I would have been drawing layouts and stuff. Anyway, I think that's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed, and would love to see your thoughts below. I always do enjoy seeing what you guys think of these Reddit weeklies and the stuff shown within them. And if you did enjoy, feel free to leave a like. It's much appreciated. And subscribe to keep up with content if you aren't subscribed already. Until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.